today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew, middle of the field, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Jordan Brooks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run. Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle, and this is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Brooks. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Minshew. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jordan Brooks. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Jordan Brooks in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean,
oh, how to get it out quickly. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bears 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right?
Oh, they're on him too. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 26.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down now. It's Montgomery, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. He's going to rifle one deep left. It got his man complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Covered by the Bears.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out up around the 15-yard line, trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
The pass.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. He's going to take another shot here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears cut into that lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But of course, that's the goal. So as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs, help yourself with field position, and help your defense out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. The left side, it's Dorsett. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check.
He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg Ward, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the...
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we are at halftime here on Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The Seahawks.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And his throw here's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, somewhat.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's a 25-yard line.
He's going to take another shot here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught at the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Passer defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he finds Montgomery complete. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Minshew's pass complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Minshew. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dallas Goedert His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. His man out of the backfield, complete.
The pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And that is incomplete here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play,
it took them an extra look. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for two. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for two, unsuccessful.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Touchdown.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Let's get him. Come on.
A big play there. 58 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Minshew. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears claw one back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Recovered by the Bears.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears are in for 6. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still comfortably on top 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The Seahawks.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Recovered by the Bears.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
K1 short on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go. Right there.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pick.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown, Anthony Miller. 27 yards. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Logan Ryan.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that is incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete from the contact.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A throw complete to Dorsett. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the seat. Hawks add on to their lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to Ward. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg Ward second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. The pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Minshew in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, this short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 45 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a problem.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Greg Ward. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here comes the Bears punter now. And he's had all kinds of problems just getting punts off so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Recovered by the Bears.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.